Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all to the next lecture of the JCE Connect series of online lectures. We are studying the subject Construction Economics and Finance, in which we are in the last part of Module 1, where we are solving numericals. So, in previous classes, we have solved some numericals. One homework numerical was given. I think if you have solved, you have got the answer I in between 4 and 5. Is it correct? You've got the I value
Yes,
between
sir.
4 and 5. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So now the important thing in that example will be the judgment to take the I value or assume the I value, because you found out that the present worth which we got by the given I value was negative, and that negative value was a big one. Okay. So looking at that investment cycle or investments done, that negative value was quite big. So it gives you a clear indication that your I will be clearly below it. Okay, not nearby also. So if you have started with say 11, 10, 9, 8, you never got it till you reached 5, where the value started to become small, and 4, you got the positive value. Okay, so what you have to do is, with practice, you'll get an idea how to assume I, so that you will not do more number of iterations. Otherwise, in exam, your time will go in doing iterations. So such examples, either you practice or keep aside in the exam, and you can solve it later once you have finished solving your regular examples. Because if you do 4 5 iterations, it will take more time also. I think Shabaz, you have done those iterations, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So okay. So now on similar lines, one more problem we'll discuss today. And actually, this is a practical problem. Okay. So a person invests 5 lakhs in a business for which he expects to encounter operating expenses of 25K, 28K, 32K, 35K, and 40K, and maintenance expenses of 5K, 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 7K, and 7K for a period of 5 years, in which he expects returns of 1.25 lakh, 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh per year. Using I is equal to 12, discuss the feasibility of the project using present worth method. Also find the exact ROR. So again, now this problem is very much similar to the one which we have solved. Okay, to the one which we solved in the class, to the one which you have solved on your own. Okay, so I've already started recording, so we can discuss. So Neha, can you tell me what is the difference in the problem, first two problems of this type and this problem? Neha?
Sir, just a minute. I'm reading the problem.
Okay, okay. So one more important thing in these problems is data will be quite high in number, and you should be able to analyze the data properly. Okay, that becomes very important. And here I am giving you all problems of 5 years. Sometimes problems of 7 years and 8 years also will come, wherein calculations will be of that much high proportion. Neha, did you get it?
No, sir, just a minute.
No. Okay, fine. It's okay, okay. So only the thing is that in the previous examples which we solved, two examples of similar thing, directly the columns were given. Okay, end of year, and other two columns were what? Receipts. Okay, and disbursements. So here the receipts and disbursements are not given in the column format, they are given in the statements. So we have to make the receipts and disbursement column first, right? Yeah, Neha, go ahead.
No, same, sir. Disbursements and receipts are not given.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
they are
about to
given
tell
in
that
different
only.
form. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
they are
yes.
given in different form. See, operating expense becomes an receipt or disbursement. Operating expense. Shabaz, operating expense, when we say it is a receipt or it is a
Huh.
disbursement.
Sir,
Disbursement.
I think the disbursements. Sir.
Yeah, it's a disbursement. Now, these terms you need to understand. Operating, the word is expenses, or sometimes a shortcut is used O and M cost, that is operating and maintenance cost. So, those are all the expenses. So, here he has operating expenses of 25K, 28K, 32, 35, and 40 every year, and maintenance of 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 7,000, and 7,000. So these all become your disbursements, whereas the returns are 1.25 lakh, 1.5 lakh, and so on. So firstly, we need to tabulate here this table very much properly. So here what I've done is disbursement column I've divided into two parts. Okay, first row 0, I've kept 5 lakh, which is the investment as it is. And next, what I have done, I have taken these values. Are you able to see here now? Okay, this first column is operating, one is operating and one is maintenance. So these both together are your disbursements. So here nearly the disbursements will be 25,000 plus 5,000 is 30,000, minus 30,000 will be the total disbursement. And for that year, you are receiving 1,25,000. So your net value comes out to be 95,000. Is this first row calculation clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
So similarly for second year, what I have done, the disbursement is, one is operating cost 28,000, maintenance again is 5,000. So this total becomes 28 plus 5. It is how much? 33. Okay, so 33,000. Receipts are 1,50,000. Difference of both becomes your net value. So this table we got to put in this example as what has happened, they have not given in the tabular form. And here disbursements are in two parts. One initial disbursement of 5 lakh is there, that is individual, but yearly disbursements are given in two parts. So operating, maintenance, say if rent is there, or if say labor charges are there, those all will come in disbursements. Okay, those all will come in disbursements. So if you take a construction civil site as an example, the payments made to the labor, the payments made for the materials, those all will come in disbursement. They'll not use the word disbursement, which your common sense and understanding, you should be able to get which is the disbursement, okay, and which are the receipts. So this is the table which I have put up, wherein all disbursements and receipts are taken and the net value is found. Okay, net value is found. So is this table clear, Shabaz?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is simple because two examples we have solved already. Only the thing is that here disbursement was given in two parts. Okay, so let's go for which method? Present worth method. So will you start solving
Yes,
with
sir.
these given data? Yeah. So I have also solved this example so we can verify whether the answers are correct or wrong. Okay, Naveen, Shabaz, Ravina, you can start solving present worth method. So I'll put up the first line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that Atiya, did you solve that one example which was given?
Yes, sir.
What answers you got? I value? Atiya, what answer you got?
So this problem, sir.
No, previous problem. One homework I had given.
Yes. So present worth I've got minus 3,186.
Previous problem.
3,186.5, sir.
Okay, and I value, how much you got? Feasible. ROR, I value, in between what you got? Okay, Ravina, listening?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll explain you once in brief because others have solved two examples in the previous class similarly. Okay, I'll explain you once. So this is the table where we get disbursement. Disbursement means kharcha. What all we are spending is the disbursements, and receipts is what we are getting. And the last column is the net value column, wherein is the difference between the disbursements and receipts. So first initial investment when you start a business is 5 lakhs. At that time, you are not getting any receipt. So that value directly as it is, we take in the net value column. Okay, that is minus 5 lakh. So At the end of first year, what is happening? You are spending 25,000 and 5,000 for operating and maintenance. So 25,000 plus 5,000 becomes 30,000. And your receipts for that year as per the given data are 1,25,000. So 1,25,000 minus 30,000 gives you 95,000, which comes in the net value. Okay. So similarly for second year, you are getting 1,50,000 as receipts, and your disbursements or expenses are 28 plus 5. So 1,50,000 minus 28 minus 5,000 you have to give. So we'll get one net value of 1,17,000. So is it like, got something? How we get that net values, Ravina?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Then for that, what we have to do is present worth method we have to apply. And we got to see whether the present worth value is positive or negative. If the value is positive, project is feasible. If the value is negative, project is not feasible. So here in the screen, what I have displayed, 5,000 is kept as it is because it is the present value itself. We are not doing anything. Then 95,000 we take from the first end of year first data from net value. Okay. Second value in the net value column, 95,000. So we want to find its present worth. That 95 will be getting at the end of first year, which is future worth. So there n is only 1 and we have given I as 12. Okay, so you find a factor, p by f factor referring the table for n is equal to 1 and I is equal to 12, multiply by that by 95,000. Similarly, take the next net value, 1,17,000. For that, n becomes 2 because it is at the end of second year. I remains 12 as it is. Similarly, for third value, 1,63,000. N becomes 3 because it is the end of third year. I remains same. So similarly for fourth and fifth. So you'll get the factors from the table. From the second column, p by f factors for I is equal to 12 and n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll get the factors. Has anyone got the calculation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How much you got?
Sir, 69857.5.
Plus or minus?
Sir, plus is coming.
Plus. Okay. So let's see. One check, Shabas, these factors, I've taken it correct or no?
Sir, it's correct, sir.
I got 6935.4. Just check any one of you. Naveen, if you're solving, Ravin, if you're solving, take time and confirm.
Sir, I have taken correct values only, sir, from table.
Sir, answer is 69857.5.
Shabaz, answer is matching now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now what we'll conclude here? Naveen, what will be the conclusion?
Sir, it is in the positive, sir. So the
So
conclusion,
what will be the conclusion?
It is feasible, sir, when I equals
Yeah,
to 12%,
yes,
sir.
I equal to 12% as present worth is positive. I think the first example where we got the present worth as positive. Other two examples which we had solved, in both cases, we got the present worth negative. So it was not feasible. So we got one example wherein the 12% which we have taken, we have got the present worth as positive. So we can conclude that the project is feasible for I is equal to 12%. Okay, project is feasible for I is equal to 12%. So if only present worth method is asked, here you can stop the example saying that project is feasible for I is equal to 12%. Sometimes this example come for entire 12 marks, 15 marks also. Actually, this is a 10-mark example, but sometimes 12 to 15 also these examples have come. Neha, got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now annual equivalent is, I have found it out, but as that value has changed, some correction has to be made. Okay. So I have to take this value as you have told. And there will be some minor change in the calculation. So this is not asked. Still, I have put up the annuity calculation. Okay, this is not asked in the example, but still I have put up the annuity calculation. So if it is asked, you can do, or else you can skip this. Okay, so if you find the annuity, we get the annuity as positive for n is equal to 5 and I is equal to 12. If annual equivalent method is asked, by doing the present work later, you can do this calculation of annuity. So now, what is the last step in this example? What is the last step in this example?
Sir, ROR.
ROR. So now that becomes interesting because first time we have got positive. So firstly, we need to understand here ROR method. In this method, we determine the exact rate of returns of the project. That is the value of I for which the present worth is 0. This is done using trial and error method, assuming a suitable value of I using present worth approach as follows. Now in this problem, we have seen that for I is equal to 12%, present worth is positive. This means the exact rate of returns is about 12. Okay, so what was happening in the previous two examples that we had got the present value negative, and hence the I value was below what was given. But in this case, what has happened? We have got a present value as positive. Hence, the value of I will be greater than 12. If you come below 12, it will come positive only. Okay. So now we have to go for trial method. Now, what I will assume, what you feel, what assumption you can do? What assumption you can do for I? Naveen, you will do the assumption. What assumption you will do in this example?
So by taking
I as how much?
10%.
That's what. Again, boss, what I'm telling, listen to it carefully. This is economics. Okay, it doesn't go as a RCC AST calculation. Now here what has happened? Your PW has come positive. Previous examples PW was negative. So we came below. Okay, so we came below. Now as here present worth is positive, we got to go above. If you come below 12, everything will be positive only. Okay, you'll not get any negative value. So to get 0, one has to be positive, one has to be negative. So in this particular case, the important thing is that as present worth has come positive, the suitable I which we assume should be greater than 12, not less than 12. Neha, what I value shall we assume? What you feel?
Sir, 14.
14. Now the difference is quite high. So if you take 14, I feel again it will come positive only. So I suggest, like, when I have worked out, I took 18. Okay, for first trial, I have taken a value 18. and calculated. Okay, so I think I got a negative result here. Then I came down 17. Again, still I got a negative result. Okay, all of you are requested to take value as 17 and confirm whether my answer is correct or wrong. Okay, you take I
Okay,
as
sir.
17. Okay, Naveen, Ravina, take I as 17, 1717, and check what value you will get.
Sir, for
Yes.
annual equivalent method, that multiplication factor should be 0.2774, na? N equals to 5, no, sir, it will be?
Okay, 1 minute. N equal to 5, I equal to 12. 0 point.
2774.
Then I put wrong table. 0.2774. And A
And
comes out to be how much?
uh, it's 19,378.4.
Interest tables. N is equal R is equal to 12%, right? What factor
Yes,
you
sir.
saw there? A of
A
P.
of P.
0.2774. Okay. 0.2774. Thank you, Nia. I think I'd seen some different factor.
Welcome, sir.
Okay. So this means you're going into the examples properly. That's what is required. Because we are not getting the examples anywhere, ready-made examples. Other subjects we get ready-made examples which we can present easily. Here I myself many times form the examples and I am giving those examples to you all. So please confirm for I is equal to 17 what value you get and let me know.
Sir, it's 5154.9, sir.
Plus or minus
Minus
five
5154.
5154.9.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this value is correct. So now for I is equal to 17. So means once we go to 17 and above, we'll get minus values. So something we have to come below 17. So now next for the next trial, take I is equal to 16. Okay, for the next trial, take I is equal to 16. This sums, if you don't have practice, will take a lot of time in the exam. In the calculator, that once you enter the calculation, the next time when you are entering the calculation, directly you can edit only those factor multiplication. Those main values don't go to change. Just go on putting the factors in the calculator. Using edit in calculator, you can just, keep on putting the factors. So when I have did the third trial, I got the present worth as 8619.7. 8619.7 I got. Please, anyone of you confirm it.
Yes, sir. It's 8619.7, sir. Positive.
Yes, sir. It's
Sir,
correct.
answer is right.
Yes. So once the answer is right, what we'll conclude? Your I value for this particular project lies in between what? 17 and
17 and
16.
16.
17 and 16. Means when you are giving a proposal, and that proposal, if you are given by 12%, you are well above the limit. So you are safe. Okay. In the previous two examples, you were unsafe because minus value was coming minus. Now, if you make a builder proposal, I'm telling you all one example. If you are making builder proposal tomorrow, these all calculations you have to do. How many days you will take for construction, the material rate probabilistically, how they will increase. Okay, those all calculations you have to do and get a I value. Say for a builder project, okay, when you're investing money, how much I you might expect, rate of returns, how much you might expect, any number, assuming like, what you feel, what number you will expect. Yes, Neha, Shabaz, what you feel if you are going ahead with the builder project, building project, apartment project, or residential project? Okay, how much you will expect?
Usually 10% of the total
Yeah,
cost.
correct. Exactly. 10% is the minimum basic, what is expected. Okay, that means if you are investing 1 crore, you will expect that you will get at least 10 lakhs. Okay, you will get at least 10 lakhs. So if you are willing to complete the project in 3 years, so annual equity method will give you what is expected per year. Okay, and present worth method will give you whether you will be able to achieve your complete target or no. And ROR method will give you what I have to work it out for. So what happens is with the prevailing market rates and variations, fluctuations, pandemics going on, that values are varying a lot. That's why many builders have kept their projects on hold or many such things have happened. Okay, so as a project manager, you will have to take many decisions, procurement decisions, employing extra laborers decision. Now, what had happened during this pandemic is in-house construction was permitted. Means if you have a big site and if your laborers are staying there only, construction permission was given. But there might be a scene that you might not have facilities. Then you got to arrange temporary facilities at the site so that you can accommodate the laborers and your work will go on. Such all things will be decision making where your disbursements will increase to provide these facilities. So you have to match up that with your receipts and see that your I doesn't vary. So now if I'm giving this particular problem as a proposal with I as 12, okay, and if the party accept that proposal, I am safe because what is the actual value of I? Where will be the actual value of I will be lying? It will be lying between 16 and 17. Okay, so any uncertainties also come. Okay, what will happen is I'm covering that because actual value is between 16 and 17. Okay, and I'm giving a proposal of 12 in the problem. So once the proposal is accepted, I'm safe because even if any uncertainties take place, okay, my proposal will be safe because already I have a room of nearly 4%. Okay, nearly 4% to 5% room I have kept for myself. Did you get the importance of these problems?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, for solving, we'll solve any examples, but relating the problems with practical things will become very, very important in your field. I can just go on putting the problems, you'll just go on solving in a competition like thing, and you'll go on telling me the answers. No, that is not required. Now we have to pick up one practical projects and check out, okay, if we are getting the proper returns or no. Okay, so these things actually have to be done. One actually have to take an building project, say G+1, G+2, whatever it is, and do this analysis, and those will become mini project types. So if that is done, you'll understand the things in a practical way. So now please give me the exact answer by interpolation.
Sir,
So
16.37.
16.62.
How much? 16 point? Yeah,
62.
something 62, 67, yeah. Yes.
Sir, I got 37.
Yeah, no problem. 16 point, those all answers will be accepted. 16.20, I'll say around about say 16.5. Okay. Around about 16.5 here and there. So it's fine because what interpolation method you use, again, it depends on that. So Naveen, how much you got?
16.623, sir.
16.623. Actually, we expect exact answers because point also matters a lot here as we are dealing with money. But as from exam point of view, it is fine. So by how much you are safe with the proposal? By what limit you are safe?
By saying 16%, sir.
No, that's what.
16%.
No. Still again, no. We have given 12%. So you have a room of 13, 14, 15, 4.5% you are safe. Okay, in this particular proposal. So you have to give such big margins only in present times. Now, if you give 16, say some this disbursement increase, that value will come below. Okay, even if some disbursements will increase, that value will come below 16. So that is what is decision making. Okay, so these problems will help you all as you enter the market, as you understand the materials, as you go through the various things, you will have how much percentage gap you have to keep between the proposed. So if you are investing somewhere in share market through any broker, okay, he will tell you, I'll give you minimum 12%, but he will be getting 15, 18, 20%. So he doesn't take that risk. Okay, similarly now, because of this pandemic, uncertainty has come in all the fields. So this is one thing which will help you out in your calculations. Now, one next problem, I have framed it with my friend's experience. Okay, actually the difficulty what he is facing. So now see how much practical problem it is. Okay, it is a very, very practical problem. A person shifts to a new city and intends to buy a home worth 40 lakhs. He books the property by paying 25% of the amount as advance. He is supposed to get the possession of the property. Okay, this is not possession, this is possession of the property after 3 years with the condition that he clears the remaining amount in equal annuity in 3 years. In the meantime, he pays a deposit of 1 lakh and rents out a home by paying monthly rent of 10,000 for 3 years. Find the total amount he will spend, taking into account the time value of money, till he gets the possession of his new property. Okay, so many people have faced this particular problem. Okay, many people who have booked a flat, who have not got the possessions of the flat because of pandemic, they have faced this problem. Only the amounts are different. Okay, and the years might be here and there different, but many people are there who are facing this problem. Okay, so any one of you can tell me how this problem goes? See the length of the problem itself. So many components coming. This is where things start getting complicated and you start learning actually. So for this again, you'll have to put up a cash flow diagram that becomes better because here we are not asking any annual equivalent method. This is a regular example where we want to find the total amount paid, means future value. Okay, total amount paid is the future value, which at this point, taking all these things into consideration. So this is a very nice and a practical example, I feel. Any one of you can explain me what is happening here in this example, if you have read it? Is any one of you can tell me? Neha, is this a practical problem you feel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Naveen, is it connecting? Like, practically, is this things happen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we feel that the flat is worth 40 lakhs, but taking all these scenarios into consideration, we will come to know actually will be the cost of this. We feel this home is only 40 lakhs, but once we start paying amount initially, we don't calculate what actually we end up paying. And if that payment is through loan, again it is doubled up. Okay, that scenario I have not taken into consideration here. I'm feeling that that person is able to pay on his own. That loan scenario still I have not taken into consideration. If he takes that loan and pays, again that is double thing, because for the loan he has to start the installment, one thing, or that interest will go on piling. Second thing, what money he has given to the builder, he doesn't have any claim on it. He has given it, he cannot invest it also. So that loan scenario still I have not taken. I have taken this money as only his saving, but I as 9%. So in a sort of investment only we can say.
So,
Yeah,
I
tell
have a
me.
question. Sir,
Okay.
different situation for different situation, we have to consider different cash flow diagram, or in a single
No,
diagram
no,
we
this is
have to consider
single
all.
diagram. This is all single. This is all single because it is a situation faced by a single person in that period of 3 years, but with extended by 4 years. Or at least what you can do is find its impact last further due to pandemic. You can skip it as of now, taking I up to 9%. Consider the problem up to there only as of now. Because if this further thing is adding actual flavor, what is happening as of now, what we can do is we will take the problem up to here itself. Then we'll see how it gets related. So what happens is we prepare in one mental state, and if a proper person sets a paper and such problem come up in the exam directly, they'll be for 20 marks also. Many times you have seen in the question paper, the problems are coming directly for 20 marks. Reading only will get confused what to do and what not to do. Ravina, any analysis of the problem, of the statements what are there? Anything from your side?
So thinking.
Okay. So I request you all to try this example